of your book. And that's a bit of homework for our family. That is today in our session. And everyone else. That's next section talks, or next page is a little bit of an exercise to say, write a mission statement for my family. Write your mission statement for your family. My family will. We will this and this. We will make sure that we help the poor or whatever. Write a mission statement. Yes, Stephen.
We've had one since birth that where there's wills, there's a way.
It's our family motto.
That's your family motto. Mission statement is, where are we going? What are we going to do? What are we going to achieve? Where's this family going to be? Where do you see your girls in 10 years from now?
Okay.
We've already got one of those.
Okay,
as well.
so just if you've got it, it's good to have it on paper too. Date it, have it on paper, say this is where we're going.
Make a plaque.
Yeah, frame it. Frame it. Yes, Natalie, you can pick up that pen. Okay, so write a mission statement. Go and sit at home, think about it. Go for it. Good. Habit number 3, put first things first. And I put this saying as big as I could. Things that matter most must never be at the mercy of things that matters least. Things that matter most must never be at the mercy of things that matters least. Okay, so that's about priorities. Some people don't have that priority. You will have a client. We get to, would that be?
Like soccer versus school type thing.
If you look at practical 3 we're doing, it's that one where that's got that question on the one hand, on the other hand. On the one hand, you say to me that you don't have enough money for food. On the other hand, you told me you went and bought this new expensive dress.
Kind of confrontational.
Yeah, confrontational, okay? So this is this. Getting your client to realize, putting first things first, prioritize. What's most important? Is it more important to make sure your kids got breakfast, or is it more important to watch the news on TV? Put first thing first.
Or sleep.
Or sleep. Whatever is most important. It's a personal journey. We can't go and make a list and say you first have to do this and this and this and this. It's your own house, your own household, it's your client, it's their life. So what you need to do is you need to get them to make a list and say, all right, tell me. You say your household is a chaos in the morning, the kids are always late for school. Okay, let's start. How are we going to do this? Write down what you do in the morning. Write your routine down. See where we're going to change stuff. Putting your first things first. Okay, so that's how it is. Habit 3. There's a time management matrix. So this is something cool you can do with a client, and we have a question in the back. Yes?
What is a matrix?
A matrix is that square thing.
Read.
This block.
That's a matrix.
That's the matrix.
The table there, Bill.
It's not that movie, The Matrix.
It's a pretty cool movie.
Okay, this one is the square thing. So what we do with our matrix is it's got 4 blocks. Okay, first block we say it's urgent
I remember this.
and not urgent. This is just to visualize it more, to make it more a reality for you as a person, or also a reality for you, your client. Is first visualize, and then this one says
Important?
if I'm running out of ink. Okay. If you can read Hebrew, that's important.
Oh. I thought of that.
Okay, let's see this. Okay. It doesn't want to write this way. Not.
Important.
Okay. This is important. Okay. Important, not important, urgent, not urgent. Okay, so we've got this section. So write down what your client did is they wrote down a list of what's happening, the activities in the morning, the chaos in the house, whatever. So now they start saying, okay, of this list, write down in this block the important and urgent things, the urgent but not important.
And not urgent, but important.
Is it the same thing?
No. Urgent means it's important, it's important, it needs to happen. Urgent means it needs to happen now. Okay? So that's the two things. Some of them are urgent and important, so it's like it needs to happen now and we cannot skip this step. So there's certain things that you need to do, like it's important that you need to go to work now.
Yep.
Not urgent is like, it's important that I buy milk, but we need it for tonight. So it's not urgent, I can buy milk throughout the day.
Urgent and important, I need to go to work. Urgent, not important, my kids just put a handprint on the wall.
A what?
Urgent and not important is they just put a big muddy handprint on the
They
wall.
put a muddy handprint on the wall. Okay, yes, that's not urgent to clean it now.
It's urgent,
Okay,
it's
so-
not important.
So not important and urgent is what needs to be done now, but it's not that really important.
So doctor's appointments.
Yeah. I need to make it now, but
It's not life-threatening.
it's not
so-
life-threatening, I need to do this. And not important, not urgent is like, we need to take the family out to the movies. Okay, so we can do that sometime, we don't need to do it now. So it's just help you to prioritize, to put it into blocks, to visualize. Some people need to visualize their life. They need to see what's happening in front of them. And this is a thing that you can do with your own life. You can do it with your kids, you can do it with everything around you. Put it into blocks, decide where you're going to go. It helps with your time management. It helps with your organization to put things in place. Any questions up to now? Cool. Right. Turn to the next page.
Should figure out which buttons to clear screen on.
Sorry?
There should be a button to clear the screen.
There is one. I used it earlier. Okay. Habit 4, think win-win. This has got to do with the way we think, right? Think win-win. This is quite good for a marriage, couples, think win-win. He wins, she win, right? Okay, think win-win. So first way of thinking is, the first one is win-lose, or the other one was win-win. This one is I get my way and you don't get your way. Think win-lose. I win, you lose. A lot of people in society are like that. So I get my way, it's my way or the highway. I win, you lose. That's it. We know a lot of people around us like that. I'm sure that if you go and sit and you think about people, a lot of people have this mentality. I win, you lose. I have an uncle, his motto in life was, after me comes you. That's his motto in life, after me comes you. So, win-lose. The second one is lose-win. This is mostly people with low self-esteem. I lose, you win. Step on me again, everyone does.
A lot of parenting in that too.
A lot of parenting in that too.
I
So-
lose all the time.
Giving
You're
up.
winning, yeah.
I give up. You want that chocolate, you can have the chocolate.
No, don't mean like that. I mean
Ah.
like getting them to soccer practice and then not getting the folding done.
Yes.
I
yes.
lose, they win, but
They win,
It's
yeah,
choice.
because you need to get them to soccer practice.
Mm.
Or you can't come to class because you need to go to soccer.
Compromise.
Swimming, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So, I lose, you win. Then the one is, also the other one is win-win. The first one we talked about is win-win. So I'll take you to soccer practice, but you help me fold the laundry. I know that's a tough one, but yeah. So both of us win. You go to your soccer practice, I get my laundry folded. So we go win-win. That's
The only truly successful way to run a successful business too.
only true way to run a success, but also a household.
Mm.
That's also a good way to do life. If you want friends,
I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, kind of
yes,
thing.
yes,
It's
yes.
really important for your kids to know.
Yeah.
The
The win-win people are the nice ones we can play Monopoly with.
Dang it.
Oh,
The win-lose people are the terrible ones to play Monopoly with.
yeah.
That's life. We don't need to bring Monopoly into this then, okay?
I
Right.
realised this, I'm like, that's a death glare.
Okay, habit 5.
Not good at math.
Okay, I said we're going to rush through this. We don't have a lot of time. So habit 5 is first seek to understand, then to be understood. First seek to understand, then to be understood. And this can be our motto in the counselling room.
Got to understand the client before you can help them in any way.
You have to try and understand. You have to understand what, if I refer to a few of the clients you have met during your prac sessions, we have Brad. Brad, who believes that his best friend died because they had an argument, and thus this friend was not concentrating and he fell down a building and died. That's what Brad believes.
You've got a lot of guilt.
You need to understand how Brad thinks, because that sounds absolutely ridiculous and crazy. But you need to understand how Brad thinks. We have William. William, whose girlfriend or partner is a bodybuilder, he believes that she cheats on him, she also beats him up. We need to understand why William acts the way he does.
Why are you with her? Because she's pretty.
William likes to stay with her because she's pretty.
Maybe he likes being beat up.
Sorry?
Maybe he likes being beat up.
Just not
Then-
pretty.
Then we have our other friend, Bob. Some of you haven't met Bob before. We have Bob. Bob is a wonderful person. Bob is a bit depressed.
Has he got legs?
Bob is lonely because Bob lost his dog. Bob's dog died after having the dog 15 years. Bob is sad. And if we look at the whole situation around Bob and try and understand Bob and why Bob is such a saddo, we look at Bob and we realize that that dog was given to him by his grandmother when his parents split up, and that's why he's sad. His only friend was the dog. And please don't ever in your counseling session, when you meet Bob, say to Bob, get another dog. Because that's the thing that drives Bob to tears. Okay? So, seek to understand. Understand your client. Understand who he is, who she is, why they're acting the way they do. And do not be like the Bob Newhart skit I showed you yesterday, where you tell your client, actually, I think you're an absolute idiot. Or stop it. Okay? We need compassion, we need love, we need understanding. Okay?
Stop it.
The one thing we need is empathetic listening. Okay? Listen to your client. Listen to William, Bob, and Brad. And do not tell them to stop it. Right, then we've got diagnose before you prescribe. Okay? Diagnose before you prescribe. Listen, decide. Don't go around and say stuff to your client. Say, I think you need to go and see a psychologist. Maybe Bob just needs someone to listen. And not tell him to get a dog. Because he's an architect that works along lots of hours. He cannot really have a dog. He can have a goldfish. Okay, so diagnose before you prescribe. Seek to understand. try and find out why people act the way they do. Right, habit 6, synergize. Use all your gifts and abilities together and let them work together. And that's an awesome picture.
Yeah, I like that picture.
So, and it says all nature is synergistic. The whole nature works together. Everything works together. Everything's got its place. If we mess with it, we mess up nature. Also with you, use all your abilities, what's in you, to reach your goals. And I have a hand.
A recent talk by the Dalai Lama, he's turned around and says, be awake, right? And that's one of the most important points that he put across, right? For example, using all your gifts and abilities. If you wake up in the morning going, I'm not a morning person, right? Using your gifts and abilities is going to be an extremely difficult task.
Yeah. Yeah. Be awake. Be aware of what's happening, right? And also find the good in you, your abilities, your gifts, and use them. Because they're there for a purpose. You've got a purpose and use them, all right? So, and then we've got habit number 7, sharpen the saw. Okay. Habit number 7 is sharpen the saw, and which is amazing about sharpen the saw is this is normally the one we do not really spend time with. What he said it means for sharpen the saw is you need time to rest, recover. He uses the story of a guy busy chopping down or cutting down a tree, and he was working very hard, and his friend came to him and said to him, why don't you just take a few minutes, take a breather, sharpen your saw. And he said to the guy, I don't have time to do that. But if he sharpened his saw, he would have actually cut down the tree faster because his saw was sharp. So